Live from downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma's own News 9 starts now.
Right now at 5, a nod to soccer fans. The unique feature coming to the new Maps 4 Stadium, honoring the fan base.
Plus, what experts say we should do right now to protect our cars before our next cold snap hits. And
let me just be very clear. I do not support any form of an ICE facility in Oklahoma's capital city.
Oklahoma City is pushing back on plans to bring an ICE facility right here to the city. And that all transpired during a long, heated OKC City Council meeting today, where dozens of residents spoke out against the facility. Thanks for joining us. I'm Amanda Taylor.
And I'm Karl Torp. The city is now urging the federal government to follow local rules before moving forward. News 9's Deanne Stein is live in our newsroom with more.
Karl, Amanda, Oklahoma City requires a special permit to open a detention facility. The federal government may be exempt, but the city is urging the Department of Homeland Security to apply anyway.
I am asking this council to figure out how to be bold.
Oklahoma City Council member James Cooper is clear. He does not support a proposed ICE facility here or anywhere.
We have to speak up on this matter. This is the time for bravery, if there ever was one.
Last month, the city received a letter from the Department of Homeland Security about its plan to buy this warehouse on South Council Road in southwest Oklahoma City and convert it into an ICE detention and processing facility. The city responded, requesting that DHS voluntarily apply for a special city permit.
We want the federal government to follow our existing law and allow the public to speak about whether or not a facility like that should be put in our city.
Tuesday's council meeting was packed, overflowing with people, as 67 residents showed up to speak out about the facility.
I don't like the idea of the federal government just coming in and taking over and telling the city council what they're going to do with our community and our state.
I think that putting something like this that's going to be a cause of so much fear and division and is going to attack the very things that make this community so wonderful.
I'm hoping the council will fight tooth and nail. I mean, anything other than like a bare knuckle legal brawl is unacceptable for the public right now.
Now, the city has also reached out to Oklahoma's congressional delegation asking for its support. Meanwhile, a protest is planned at the warehouse this Saturday from 10 to 2. Karl?
All right, Deanne, thank you. In a statement about the proposed ICE facility, Mayor David Holt said the city council is unified in asking attorneys to explore legal options. His full statement right now at news9.com.
Turning our attention toward the weather, the sun is shining from our Lucky Star Sky Cam network, helping clear some of the snow out there. Meteorologist Justin Rudisell standing by in the Bob Mills Weather Center for us. And Justin, a new concern here is we could see some freezing fog overnight.
Yeah, that leftover moisture from that melting snow here today could cause a little bit of fog to form, and temperatures will be well below freezing in the form of freezing fog. So we'll have to wait and see. But nonetheless, if we see water on the pavement or a slush, that will refreeze here this evening and into the overnight as that sun sets, and those temperatures will cool down. But we made it above freezing here, folks, as we started into the teens, and then we made it up into the middle 30s, 36 official high temperature so far. 104 hours below freezing starting at 7 a.m. on Friday morning, and we made it above freezing after 3 o'clock here today with all that sunshine. We're at 35 right now with partly cloudy skies, a dew point of 22 with a hint of a wind as temperatures upper 30s to low 40s. Where that thickest snowpack is, you only made it into the low 30s, and then out towards the west, some 30s and 40s out there in Guyman. So your Metro planner here this evening, those temperatures will cool down pretty quickly over the next hour or two into the 20s, and then eventually into the teens for overnight lows under a light wind. Some patchy fog possible here for the overnight and some black ice, but we'll talk about maybe another Arctic blast heading our way for later this week coming up.
We could see some of the main roads behind Justin. Those are clear, but work is still happening to clear a lot of the neighborhood roadside roads here in Oklahoma City. Now, as for the side roads, city leaders say the crews will work around the clock until all the snow routes are cleared. Right now, crews are mostly using salt there and only plowing when necessary. They are still asking drivers to stay at least 200 feet behind those trucks to avoid any damage from flying salt. We also just got some final numbers in from the Oklahoma Highway Patrol following the winter storm. OHP says troopers worked 52 injury and 290 non-injury crashes from noon on Friday through 6 o'clock Tuesday morning. Troopers say there were no deadly crashes.
Well, we made it through the snowstorm, but now people are getting out and running into trouble with their cars. AAA says that they are getting a lot of calls right now about dead batteries, cars not starting, also tire problems. And since we're bracing for another cold snap in just a few days, now is the time to have all that looked at.
Have them check all those fluids and make sure that they're up to par and that they're protecting your vehicle from freezing.
And even if you aren't planning to go out for a while, AAA says that you should turn your car on periodically and let it run so the battery doesn't die. Hard to believe, but the Thunder is trying to snap a 2-game losing streak at home tonight.
They suffered a pair of losses by a total of 5 points. First, it was the Pacers, and Sunday a loss to the Raptors. Tonight, though, they welcome in New Orleans. Our Steve McGehee joins us live. Okay, Steve, what do you think? Is this going to be another tough game for the Thunder?
I think it will. New Orleans, they only come in with a dozen wins so far this year, but they have won 2 in a row, and just 2 nights ago, they won at San Antonio, something Oklahoma City has yet to do. So, of course, they would love to defeat the defending champs, and right now, Oklahoma City, they're dealing with injuries right now, some major injuries. They need some guys to get healthy. So right now I think they feel a little vulnerable tonight against New Orleans. Players such as Kenrich Williams have to step up, and over the last 3 games he has, averaging close to 15 points and 6 rebounds per game.
It's great. I'm happy for him. K-Rich has been like a guy that you always chirp with when we're in high I, or even my rookie year after practices, we would play one-on-one, and it would be me, him, and Trey Man. And K-Rich is always that guy, like we would call him Boogie, and he would do like the little things that he's been doing in the game. And just being able to see him go out there and do it, like every time he scores a different bucket or some type of bucket where he's out there playing, like I'm always smiling. I'm always doing my little hand signal with him, and it's just super fun to be able to see him go out there and have the success he's having.
The Thunder have 2 wins over the Pelicans this season, both coming in November when it looked like this team was pretty much unbeatable, even though Jalen Williams was sidelined with the wrist injury. A 31-point win over the Pelicans at Paycom. Then on November 17th, a 7-point victory in New Orleans, improving to 14-1 at that point. The Thunder hit the Pels for 49 points in the first quarter. Kenrich Williams, by the way, missed both of those games. And the injury list is long for the Oklahoma City Thunder again. There's so many names I can't memorize all these names. Isaiah Hartenstein, A.J. Mitchell, Alex Caruso, Jalen Williams, that's Dub, and Cason Wallace at the moment questionable for tonight's game with New Orleans at 7 o'clock. Much more on this matchup coming up at 6. Live from Paycom, Steve McGehee, Oklahoma's own News 9.
Hoping for a shorter list there, Steve. Thank you. We'll talk to you later. It's hard to believe today marks the 25th anniversary of the plane crash that took the lives of 10 members of the OSU basketball family, and that includes our News 9 sports director at the time, Bill Teakins. The team was flying back after a game in Colorado when one of 3 chartered planes crashed, killing everyone on board.
Join us tonight as we remember the 10, 25 years later. Our 30-minute commercial-free special airs tonight at 6:30 here on News 9. An extended version will also be available on our Oklahoma's Own Originals YouTube page. Coming up, he has worked with some of the biggest names in music, and it all started right here in Oklahoma, how an Oklahoma native is making history at the Grammys.
Plus, why an Oklahoma man is asking to be released from jail only months into his 35-year sentence for murder. That's after the break.
A man sentenced to 35 years in prison for killing a woman at a Bedlam party in 2021 is in court today, hoping he'll soon be released. Investigators say Clinton Cottom was driving drunk and crashed into a crowd of people at the party, killing Terry McCauley. He pleaded guilty to second-degree murder last year. Now he's asking a judge to release him from jail only 8 months into his sentence. That plea was without a deal from the DA's office, allowing him to ask a judge to review the sentence within a year. Today, he told the judge he's completed several programs in jail and is a, quote, changed man. The judge can either keep the current sentence, reduce it, or let him out of prison. We'll bring you the latest once a decision is made.
A Metro man is rushed to the hospital after getting hit by a salt truck. Oklahoma City police say the driver hit a man walking in the middle of the road near Reno and Portland just after 5 o'clock this morning. We know he's in critical condition, but he's stable.
Yeah, it's nice to see all that sunshine on our Lucky Star Skycam network here today. That setting sun, those light winds will set the stage for a little black ice for the overnight. Your forecast is coming up.
But next, the new Maps 4 multi-purpose stadium is taking shape. A new look at some of the features, including one that's special for soccer fans. We'll explain after the break.
You're watching Oklahoma's own News 9.
OKC City Councilors got a big update on the city's new multi-purpose stadium today.
We also got new insight on some of the unique features. Our Bobby Miller is here in studio with more on that. Also, what's next for this project?
Karl and Amanda, plans to start this construction, guys. There is so much going on for this $121 million Maps 4 stadium. It's still on track, but today the city councilors got a closer look at some of the design elements. And it all starts with the shape of the stadium. That will be located near OKC Boulevard and Shields. It will be in the form of a U, opening up to show off the downtown Oklahoma City skyline. The field will also be recessed about 6 feet below where fans will walk in, and a canopy roof will make sure all 10,000 seats are covered. One feature is also pretty unique to soccer stadiums.
If you ever watch soccer, you're familiar with soccer, one of the defining features of those stadiums and what makes them different is that wall of color and supporters that is right behind the goal, waving flags, and they have smoke and everything going on. That's what that section is right there. So those will have safe standing rails in front of them so people can stand safely.
Developers also highlighted separate men's and women's locker rooms. Those locker rooms will also have a partition that can be taken out to create one large locker room, allowing the stadium to host high school football games or concerts. Karl?
Cool feature at the standing fans. Bobby, thank you. Now, bids will start being accepted this spring. The goal is for construction to be completed in late 2027 ahead of the inaugural soccer season, which is set for 2028.
Seems like they're thinking about everything.
Yeah, I know that there's a team in Germany, and our producer Taylor will tell me the exact same, but it's yellow is their main colors.
Okay.
They have this wall. Okay, Dortmund, by the way. But they have those flags going, and it's like the yellow wall is what they kind of create. With
and
all their
so
standing
they can
fans
do something like that.
Exactly. We'll have some sort of wall.
I love it. Okay, and you
It's
can
awesome.
see the downtown skyline.
I love it.
Yeah.
More things downtown to do.
And something to cover you if you need a little shade.
Yeah, because we all know, and we probably miss that warm sunshine that gets down on you here during the summertime.
We're wanting it right now, the melt of snow, as we're getting announcements for our schools saying that they're off again.
We made it to 36 today.
I thought that would be enough. I think anything above freezing, but the side streets, I guess, there's still snow, and there's a concern
you can
when
get
buses
warm
back
with
in there.
30s, but it's really the wind that is a snow eater.
Okay, so we actually need more wind?
So if we had like a 20-mile-per-hour wind and 36
you need a tropical breeze, really.
Tropical winds, yeah, for sure. That'd be nice. Oh, the tropics. I missed that. Lucky Star Skycam Network. If you squint, maybe you can just picture that snow as maybe the ocean and the setting sun over the ocean there, the high-level clouds.
Nice
maybe.
try.
Okay.
Maybe some black ice here later on tonight as we cool down into the teens and lower 20s, and maybe a little freezing fog to talk about as well. Look at all the snow cover here across the lower 48 states. It's not only just here across the southern plains, but let's go to Links 1 and we'll show you the snowpack here that goes all the way back down towards El Paso to Lubbock. This is a little bit of ice down here in the southern edge, but the heavy snowpack went all the way up through Indianapolis and into the northeast, but you can see a large portion of the central and eastern half of the United States are locked in with ice and snow, and a little bit of snow across the Intermountain West as they need more snow and moisture out here across the West. It's been kind of a snow drought, especially the Colorado Rockies, as cold air, once again, this is one, but there's another front that'll come in for Thursday that'll cool us down, and we'll get cold once again. 35 right now, partly cloudy skies, but everything that's wet that has been melting will refreeze here this evening into the overnight. So just be aware of that. That slush and ice, or that slush and wet roadways, will become ice and light winds, and all that is evaporating into the air. And there's also another product, evapotranspiration, where it goes from a solid state of ice to a vapor that is producing more moisture into the atmosphere with those light winds. That'll set the stage for maybe a little ground fog to develop and freezing fog with those temperatures below freezing. And I think the best chance is off towards the south and east. We'll have to wait and see. A little bit more spotty looking at the latest observations and data that is coming in. But nonetheless, we'll have to watch the black ice, and here tonight with everything refreezing with temperatures into the teens and 20s with those light winds. And Future View, I think, is doing a pretty good job of where it has the best location of all those ingredients coming together and have that moisture down at the surface is off to the south and east down towards Ardmore, Ada, McAllister, and Durant. And that'll run all the way through about mid-morning. By afternoon, we'll see more sunshine and temperatures above freezing once again to 34 degrees, 32 in Tulsa, 34 in McAllister, 37 in Altus, as a light southwest wind will take over and still well below average. Our average high temperature is 52. Here comes another shot of some Arctic air with some clouds and a strong north wind. I think we'll start in the 30s and fall into the 20s by late Thursday afternoon. And there will be a little bit of moisture with that jet stream energy to squeeze out maybe some flurries. Very light snow across northwest Oklahoma into the metro. I don't think it's going to be too widespread or heavy as the Arctic air is building, and this will get another shove as we head towards, again, Thursday, Friday into the weekend. So briefly above freezing tomorrow, and then colder Thursday, Friday. Nor'easter takes over with more snow across the northeast, and that will be with us through at least the first half of the weekend. Beyond that, maybe some warmer air. Temperatures by Thursday afternoon with those north winds, upper 20s, and again, a small chance. This is nothing like the snow we just went through, but there is a chance Thursday night into Friday of a couple flurries or light snow. But beyond that, a little tease, beyond the 9-day forecast, as we get into February, maybe a warming pattern as we'll stop these Arctic fronts to come in. So black ice tonight, 34 tomorrow afternoon, more sub-freezing high temperatures Thursday, Friday into Saturday, and then look at these 40s with maybe a little light rain next Tuesday. Amanda?
All right, Justin, thank you. Still ahead, putting Oklahoma on the music map. How one producer is bringing national attention back home after the break.
This Sunday, CBS will air the 68th annual Grammy Awards right here on News 9.
And in attendance will be three-time Oklahoma Grammy Award winner Kit Wakely. Just before leaving for the ceremony, he sat down with our Mike Glover for tonight's Something Good.
So I'm in the studio of world-famous producer Kit Wakely, getting ready to do our interview, but while I'm in here, how about I get...
What are you doing in my creative sanctuary today?
To say that Kit Wakely is really big in the music industry would be an understatement.
I've worked with Josh Groban, Sting, one of our own Oklahoma favorites, Kristen Chenoweth, Neil Patrick Harris.
A pretty impressive list coming from the Oklahoma product that at one time stepped away from music, but was eventually encouraged by his family to give it one more shot.
And before I knew it, I made my first album just on my own. It was orchestral rock.
For Kit, this was the perfect genre of music.
Big shows, lots of big audiences, sold out Carnegie Hall kind of things.
Today, he continues working as a musician as well as a producer.
2023, I won a Grammy in Classical Compendium, and then last year, I won a Grammy in Global Pop.
This year, Kit will once again attend the Grammys for his own project as well as a producer in 5 other categories, including some Oklahoma artists.
What I've wanted to do this whole time is bring as many Grammys back to Oklahoma as possible, because the more Grammys, the more we put ourselves on the map, the more work that comes here.
Having attended the Grammys 11 times, Kit has become very comfortable with the fanfare.
Walking the red carpet and all these cameras on you and they're calling your name.
However, it's that moment of winning that he has never gotten comfortable with.
The first time I won, I remember my foot hitting the stage thinking, they did call my name, right?
Oklahomans nominated for Grammys. That is something good. I'm Mike Glover for Oklahoma's Own.
Good luck to Kit.
He's gotten used to it by now, though, right?
I don't know. Congrats, though. Coming up next on the CBS Evening News, President Trump's border czar is taking over the immigration crackdown in Minnesota. More from his meeting with the governor and mayor.
And here's a look at what we're working on News 9 here at 6 o'clock, how Oklahoma City Public Schools is working to support and develop hundreds of emergency certified teachers.
Plus the process one metro school district goes through before taking a snow day. Those stories and more and the very latest from Justin coming up too in about 30 minutes.
Yeah, a little black ice here tonight. Maybe some snow to talk about here later this week.
And maybe more snow days for kids tomorrow. We'll find out.
Don't say that word, Carl. We're
Oh yeah, check out news9.com for the latest on the cancellations and closings.
See you in 30 minutes.